Hello friends, welcome to YouTube channel HealthQ, the place where our mission is not only to motivate you, but help you to move on to the brighter side of the health. In this video, I have a very humble request. This video is especially for people who are suffering from either hemifacial spasm, Bell's palsy, Sincinasis or any kind of facial paralysis. It's a genuine request. Please watch this video till the end because what I'm going to talk about is a concept. If you understand this concept well, your exercises will become correct. You will do them in the right manner. And when you will do these exercises in the right manner, that's when you will get the right results. So if you want to achieve good results, then this is a must-watch video. So friends, for the ones who are watching this video for the first time, I am Physio Meghna Dave. I am a neuro-rehabilitation physiotherapist, founder and CEO of HealthQ Rehab, and I have helped over 1,000 plus unique patients suffering from facial paralysis, Bell's palsy, Sincinasis. I am in this space from almost 18 years, and what I've realized is the one biggest mistake that patients or people with Bell's palsy or facial paralysis do. And that mistake is to move your face mechanically. Everyone who suffers from Bell's palsy tries so hard to move their facial muscles that they start developing a wrong movement pattern. The pattern that's very unnatural, I would say, and is not aligned with your natural state of flow. And that leads to Sincinasis or altered movement patterns. And unfortunately, when Sincinasis happens and you still continue that practice, the Sincinasis eventually start increasing. And this happens because of two reasons. Number one, there is very limited focus that is given on the facial posture. What is facial posture? Is nothing but the resting state of the face. The emphasis is too much on movement development and mechanical movement development that you lose the sense and the muscle memory of the right flow of movement. So if you want to gain back your movement, there are two important things that you have to keep in mind. Number one, be aware of your facial posture, specifically on the good side of the face. Your good side of the face is the template for you. If you use the good side of the face as the reference point for your facial movements or facial posture, you will be in a position to mimic that on the affected side. And the second thing is also moving the facial muscles in flow over mechanically. Facial muscles are not mechanical muscles. They are not something where you can just add weights or resistance and keep on moving them. That will lead to forced movements. Do you ever remember using your face before Bell's palsy like that? No, right? Your facial muscles are highly emotional muscles. They're controlled by your emotions. They're controlled by the state of your mind. Your facial muscles are controlled by your emotions, the state of your mind. And when you stop utilizing that awareness of the state of the mind and start forcing the facial muscles, the muscles are not going to move. So, and if they move also, they will move in the wrong direction and in the wrong pattern. Hence, what is the right way of doing the correct type of facial exercises? So I would say here two important practices or principles that you should keep in mind while you are recovering from Bell's palsy, Sincinasis, facial paralysis, or else hemifacial spasm, or else stroke. Okay? I know this is going to be difficult. When you will do this practice, you will be able to learn this practice. You will develop this habit over a period of time. So let's first talk about facial posture. What is facial posture? You would have heard about posture a lot, right? Every time we say whenever we have neck pain, back pain, it's because of wrong posture. The habits that we develop because of looking down on the phone. Very similarly, we have something called as facial posture as well. If we look at this diagram of the facial muscles, if you see for a face to be in a neutral position, the muscles have to be in its right position because these muscles are attached to your skin. The muscles of the face, unlike muscles of other part of the body, starts from a bone but attaches to the skin. So if your muscles are in a correct position, your skin will also be there and your face will be much more symmetrical. The posture of the face will be proper. So the first step to achieve facial symmetry is to maintain good facial posture. Now, if we look at our habitual patterns, we over a period of time develop wrong postural habits when it comes to face too. Let me tell what are these wrong postural habits. Habit number 1 is the habit of frowning. You would always observe over a period of time we develop the habit of constant frowning. This is because of long screen time, the thought processes that are going on inside your head. It could be just habitual, or else it could be just because of too much of focus and attention on certain things. Now, what does that do? Whenever you are constantly frowning, you are putting a lot of tension of facial muscles on this area. This area gets accumulated with facial tension. When that happens, it also shrinks your eye muscles, which eventually in later stage you observe turns as Sincinasis, where your eyes look smaller compared to the normal side, isn't it? So what's the solution? The solution is to work on the posture mindfully. Whenever you feel or realize, try to relax this forehead region, try to let go of that frowning posture that you develop over a period of time. Relax the tension in this region by just you moving the hand and just correcting the posture and start your work again. The second postural habit that people have is a constant squinting. This is also a very common habit thanks to phones as well. Whenever we use screens a lot, we tend to squint whenever we try to focus on a small object that's seen on the screen. The smaller the screen size, the more focus it takes. That leads to constant contraction of the eye muscles. This also puts a place of stress around the eyelids, making these muscles more squenched and tight. What's the right kind of posture of eyes? Well, an eye that is having a good relaxed posture is something which is open naturally, is not squinting or squeezing like this. If you, while doing your work or day-to-day chores, realize that you are going again back into that tensed state around the eyes, just relax with the help of the hand. Use your mindful hand gestures and movements to relax these muscles and start back your work again. The third common postural issue that people have is keeping the mouth open. Consciously, subconsciously, we have the habit of keeping the mouth open. That makes you to avoid nose breathing and encourage mouth breathing. This limits the nostril activity. At the same time, puts a lot of strain on the cheeks and the mouth muscles, making the mouth muscles difficult for them to move and also tenses this muscle. So when it comes to facial posture, you also need to take care that you are constantly bringing your awareness back and closing your mouth and start breathing from your nose. If you have the habit of keeping your mouth open while sleeping at night, tape your mouth as well while sleeping. That will help you to encourage the nasal breathing while sleeping and will give you a good facial posture. And the last postural habit that you need to develop is to have a neutral neck. Again, we all have developed habit of a forward neck posture because of a long-term cell phone use and screen usage. The best way to get rid of that is to do chin tucks in this way. Whenever you can recall, do this chin tucks so that you are reminding yourself of coming back in that neutral position. When you take care of your posture of facial muscles or else your face, you will realize that a lot of facial relaxation will start happening and will encourage right movement patterns. Now let's move on to the second important practice, and that is mindful facial movements versus mechanical facial exercises. I see a hell lot of time patient trying so hard to raise the eyebrows, to close the eyes, to smile, to share the teeth, to pucker, and they try so hard, so hard, so hard that these muscles keeps on getting tensed. This is not the way the face is supposed to move. Do you ever remember using your face like this before Bell's palsy? Muscles are muscles of emotion. They are muscles of flow. And that's why when you move your facial muscles, you need to move in that flow. Hence, I always encourage everyone who suffers from any kind of facial disorder, use your hand to guide your facial muscles in the right direction. Use movement of expression over mechanical movements and do these movements in a flow. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? Let's take an example of surprise. Now, whenever you will have Bell's palsy or you will be having a facial paralysis, one side of the movement will not happen. But the good side will definitely happen, isn't it? So using the hand and just trying to support a surprise movement with the hand, feeling that surprise expression on the good side and assisting or using passive force to do the surprise expression on the other hand, and developing and absorbing the feeling of that movement is very critical. This is the principle. If you learn and adapt while doing any facial exercises, then only you are doing the facial exercises right. Otherwise, the facial exercise where you 10 times raise the eyebrows, 10 times close the eyes, 10 times raise your cheeks, that's not going to help you, my friend. So please take care of these two important principles and then only do the facial exercises if you want to get your face back, which was same as it was before Bell's palsy. Otherwise, yes, your face will definitely come back, but that will be a mechanical face, not the one that you feel or you used to use with that core sense of you being. I hope this video was understandable for you and made sense for you. If you still struggle to understand this concept and apply it on your practice, feel free to reach out to us so that we can help you in a much more deeper level. On that note, I'll end this video here and I'll see you in another video. Thank you.